Hey guys, welcome to this training where I'm going to be doing a video breakdown of my best performing Picklepreneurs ad to inspire you to start running ads for your business. Now, I understand for some of you, you're not running ads yet, and there is a stage that we go through in business where maybe we've got fear, maybe we're worried about, how much it's going to cost. Most of the time, the worries are that I'm going to lose money. But I want to give you an example. By understanding the process of how it works, yesterday, I ran an ad, and within 20 minutes of me getting the message from Meta saying it was approved, I started to generate high quality leads. And so that's how quick it can happen. So the creative part is very important. This video is going to explain the creative part. Then at the end of the video, we'll talk about next steps. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reduce this down here, and then I'm going to play the video for you, which is on my Instagram Reels. If you're not already following me, head to instagram.com/picklepreneurs, and let's just play this video. San Diego entrepreneurs, what has a pickleball paddle got to do with you growing your business? Well, I don't know about you, but I've kind of gotten bored of showing up to a networking event, feeling a bit anxious, wearing something I don't want to wear, where actually Picklepreneurs is going to change the game for you. Why? Because you're going to be able to come here to Coronado Marriott, which is an amazing location, spend 2 hours playing pickleball with networking weaved in, and then go to the hotel for an hour of structured networking where you would have already done natural icebreakers, doing some crazy shots, laughing, and then you'll probably sit down to someone, they'll think you're cool, and then a few weeks later, maybe there's an amazing deal that comes from it. If you're interested in Picklepreneurs, send me a message, and hopefully I'll see you here at the Coronado Marriott. Take care. Okay. Okay, so let's break it down step by step. First of all, I'm on video, and I'm making sure that my energy is high. If you're watching this and you aren't currently on camera, you don't do video to camera stuff, it's worth sending me a message. It's worth also going through the All Fired Up mindset training and also the 7-day super brand kickstart, because it's going to start to help to build your confidence. You want to get over that hurdle as a entrepreneur, because it's going to open up so much more revenue for you once you start becoming confident on camera. And really, for a lot of people, it's not anything to do with the camera. It's more the internal dialogue that they have about themselves. So that's something that I really want to help you get through. But considering the fact that you're fine to be on camera, let's dive into the strategy. So the first thing I'm going to say, which is I'm using a prop which is easy for my audience to connect with. So I don't think that this would have worked as well if I had not had the paddle in the shot. Because when it comes to my targeting of this ad, I'm targeting entrepreneurs that also are interested in pickleball. Plus, and just you want to write this down for your creative, which is you want to simplify whatever you're selling or whatever your target audience is down to simple words, because what we can do as entrepreneurs a lot of the time is overcomplicate our things in our head, come up with some funky term with it, and if people don't get it straight away, what's going to happen is they're going to shut off. So if I just close this down a second, I'm going to play it again. I'm just going to share with you step by step what I'm saying and why I'm saying it. San Diego entrepreneurs. So first of all, I'm calling out, if you want to see this as a blueprint for this video, I'm calling out to the audience first. San Diego entrepreneurs, so that people say, oh my God, that's me. Okay, so San Diego entrepreneurs. What has a pickleball paddle got to do with you growing your business? What has a pickleball paddle got to do with you growing your business? Now, I could have said a multitude of things here, but I'm bringing in business again, and I'm also creating curiosity, okay? Well, I don't know about you, but I've kind of gotten bored of showing up to a networking event, feeling a bit anxious, wearing something I don't want to wear, where actually... Okay, this is very important. So I'm bringing in a pain point from myself. Products and services, great products and services are built upon frustrations, and that's why we create the product and service. So my personal frustration, which elevates emotion for me because I'm passionate about it, talks about the fact that I just don't like networking events, right? And in hearing from the people that come to Picklepreneurs, a lot of them, most of them say, like, I don't like these other BNIs and these other events. Nothing against those events, right? But this is what people say to me. So when they hear that there's going to be a pickleball event where they can network and you don't have to wear like the fancy shirt, I'm playing into the thing that frustrates me to create something new, unique, okay? Picklepreneurs is going to change the game for you. Why? Because you're going to... So I'm going from a pain and a frustration to the image now of this is something new. This is something exciting. To be able to come here to the Coronado Marriott, showing the location. I'm outside of the location, so I happen to live next door, so it's easy for me. But being in an environment which is conducive to the product or service helps. Which is an amazing location. Spend 2 hours playing pickleball. Now I'm going into simply the details of what it is, with networking weaved in, and then go to the hotel for an hour of structured networking where you would have already done natural icebreakers, doing some crazy shots, laughing, and then you'll probably sit down to someone, they'll think, I didn't even say this piece right, and it's still my top performing ad. Sit down to next, I didn't say it right. You're cool, and then a few weeks later, maybe there's an amazing deal that comes from it. So I'm also planting the seed that if they come along, right, this is called future pacing a potential deal that could happen because they come along to the event. So again, it's just benefits, right? In business, you've got features and then you've got benefits. So in this, and I scripted this out roughly in my head, but honestly, I just pulled out the camera and did it. I'm just hitting on a lot of different points very, very quickly. If you're interested in picklepreneurs, send me a message and hopefully I'll see you here at the Coronado Marriott. And then you can hear my call to action, which is to send me a message, okay? So that is the video breakdown, okay? So let's just go over it again. Calling out to my audience, okay? Moving into a personal pain and frustration, which is easy for all of us because there's always a frustration of, you know, this product doesn't have this and this does. Okay, so calling out to the audience so it's clear, going into pain points, then this, what is it and how is it different? A lot of the messages I get from people is just like, oh, this is a great idea. People say this, or people might say, my God, that's a great product. Why? Because I've explained the frustration and I've explained the new creation of this unique thing, which is a completely different format. People aren't used to it, right? And then I'm moving into the specific things that you're going to get, right? So the details of it. It's because people want to know the details, right? It's 2 hours of pickleball, it's 1 hour of networking, and because of that, this is what could happen. Now, again, that framework, you might not be running an event, you might be selling a service, you might be selling a product, but you can still think about and just use this video as a framework of, okay, face the camera, right? Be in an environment which people recognize. I'm standing out the place where it is. So, for example, if you're selling a pickleball product, like do it on a court as an example. And then, so calling out the audience, pain points, island of sad, basically, to island of happy of where, of what the product and service is going to do. And then layering in those benefits of a deal, right? Again, thinking simply, why is someone going to want to come to a pickleball networking event? If we're honest, it's because they want to generate more business. People say that they want to network, but what does networking actually do? People network, when they say, I want to network, they're really saying, I want to network so that it can lead to something. And so that's what I'm bringing in. And I think a lot of people miss that when they're running ads, is miss those small elements. So as an exercise from this video, all I want you to do is go into the chat below this thread, and I just want you to come up with a concept and an idea so that you start the process, right? So just post into the comments and, you know, comment with the idea for your video. Where are you going to do it, right? Who are you calling out to? What are the pain points, and then what are the benefits, okay? And I know that this will be a really exciting process for you to go through on the creative side. Here's my assessment based upon my own journey in spending hundreds of thousands in ads over the years, which is, if you have great creative, but you don't have the right setup of the ad, it may not be the creative that's not doing it, it's the setup. So you've got to have these two elements working together. You've got to have a creative, and it doesn't need to be a mass production. People think that you have to spend all of this money to run an ad. You don't. This was done on my own iPhone, but I understand the points of the creative. So, but if you do a good creative, and you match it with the right ad strategically in the settings, and you do all that right, what's going to happen is, like this video, I start running $10, $20, and then suddenly I get those leads in. And what it does is it very quickly validates ideas, because organically, for a lot of people, that can be a struggle. So you think that your reel is no good, but the truth is the video's great, but the algorithm didn't pick it up. Right? This video did not blow up organically. I put it as a reel. And so what you're missing out on is that the videos that maybe you've already even produced could start to generate leads. That you do have to do videos slightly differently if you're doing ads. But for a lot of businesses, I could maybe even take one of their existing videos that's done really well, turn it into an ad, change it a bit, and it would most likely would start generating leads. My point here being, I really want to hammer this home. You think that the videos and the stuff that you do right now on your reels or on your Facebook, because it doesn't get picked up organically, it's not going to generate business. That's not the case. You need to put ad spend behind it, because that's a big part of Meta's, Instagram's, Facebook's business model. So if I had just done this reel and left it, I might be thinking, well, no one's interested in my event. But then I go and put the ad spend behind it, and then suddenly more people see it, and then my event's off and rocking. And then I'm not dealing with all of that, is this a rubbish idea? No, it's a great idea. You have a great product. You just got to creatively put together the right ad for it, know how to do that ad, and you're off and running. Now, if you want to learn the strategic ad part of it, right? So you want to get support on the creative, and you also want to know how to run an ad. I actually just did a training. There's a separate group which is based upon accountability and brand building called the Super Brand VIP group. Basically, it's my one-to-one clients, and you can come in, even though they pay $5,000 minimum to be with me, right? What I'm doing is I've put together another coaching and accountability group. We meet weekly, and I just put up a training on actually exactly what I did to, strategy-wise within Meta to get the ads within 20 minutes generating leads for the Super League, which I've just started to promoting on my Instagram. So right now, I've got leads coming in yesterday that from an ad that I launched yesterday, and the exact video of what I did in the settings is in that branding group. If you would like to get access to that and be one of the first in there, then check out the link on this post, and you'll see all the details on how that is different from this main networking super club. Anyway, regardless of that, post into the comments, come up with your creative idea, and then it's just about the execution and getting it done and getting your first ad up and running. And I will see you in another training.